What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sterling, and welcome back to ENT Fantasy Football. Today, I got some must-add players for you for Week 6 of the NFL season. But before we get into my must-add players, I have something special that I want to tell you guys. I also have a channel, ENT Basketball. It's another channel where if you're interested in basketball, we talk basketball. And now that we have the NBA season starting, in just 1 week from the recording of this video, we're going to be dropping a bunch of videos on that channel. It's very similar to the ones on this channel, but just talking about basketball instead of football. This is the logo right here, as you can see on my beautiful t-shirt. But yeah, with that out of the way, make sure you guys go down below, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into my must-add players for Week 6. Now, my first player of the list is a running back, and in my honest opinion, this is the biggest pickup of the year so far. I've been waiting for this guy to break out for a while, and I think his opportunity is finally coming up, and it's Kenneth Walker, rookie running back for the Seattle Seahawks. Now, as of right now, as of the recording of this video on Tuesday, October 10th, Kenneth Walker is 48% rostered in Yahoo Fantasy Football League, so he's about half rostered. But oh my gosh, Kenneth Walker, watching his highlight tapes from college, viewing his prospect profile coming into the NFL, he was a highly drafted player. The Seattle Seahawks spent a lot of draft capital on him, and he, so far in the NFL, looks like a very, very talented runner. And the biggest thing about this is, very unfortunately, Rashad Penny has broken his fibula, and he's going to be out for the remainder of this season. So this is going to be Kenneth Walker's backfield on the Seahawks, and the Seahawks offense has surprised so far. Geno Smith has looked very good, who I'm actually, spoiler alert, going to be talking about Geno Smith also on this video very soon. But that's besides the point. Kenneth Walker is a talented running back. He's going to be getting the opportunity on a solid offense that should be producing. He should be getting high-value touches, is going to be getting receptions. Kenneth Walker, in my opinion, is going to be a league winner this year, and he has an amazing opportunity to break out in these next couple weeks. Now that the backfield is pretty much going to be solely his, DJ Dallas is probably going to get a little bit of work, but Kenneth Walker is going to be very, very, very good for this season. So please, he's probably rostered in your league, but if he's not, go check, please, because this could be a league-winning pickup right here. And since I just mentioned him a minute ago, we might as well get into Geno Smith now. In Yahoo leagues, as of right now, Geno is 36% rostered, so he's out there in a majority of leagues. Geno has been producing as of late, and here's some numbers for you guys. So you probably saw this. This was like on social media. This was posted a lot. But Geno Smith is leading the league in completion percentage right now. I'm not sure what it is after this past week, but before week 5, he was at a 77% completion percentage, which is absolutely insane. And so you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, obviously Geno Smith is going to be leading the league in completion percentage. He just dinks and dunks the ball all around. He just throws check downs, manages the game. But no, Geno Smith is actually also top 10 in average depth of target of all quarterbacks that have played in this season. And so he's been slinging the ball around. He's been throwing deep touchdowns to Tyler Lockett. He just had pretty much the game of his life this past week against the Saints, throwing the ball from all types of different angles, rolling out of the pocket, making good reads, being accurate, throwing down the field. And he also has weapons. He has Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, who we've seen them prove year in and year out. They're very, very good wide receivers. And I think Geno Smith, it's a little bit scary because he is Geno Smith. And we haven't seen anything really like this in recent memory. A guy who it basically was a career backup. Like, he had some opportunities to start earlier in his career, and it didn't really pan out for him. And he was a career backup pretty much, and now he gets an opportunity on the Seahawks to become the starter, and he has shown out so far. And so I think Geno Smith is a good pickup for fantasy football. I think he's going to continue. He might not continue to have these crazy performances, but he should be a solid starter from week to week at this point, I think. It might be a little bit early to say that because it is still Geno Smith, and I understand it is kind of scary, but I'm willing to roll with it. And the next player on this list is Jacoby Myers. Now, Jacoby Myers has basically been, for the last couple seasons, very, very, very safe. He's a very good PPR option. He's going to get targeted. He's going to get near double-digit targets pretty much every game. He's going to float around that 8 to 9 target range, probably get into the double digits like 11, 12 targets every once in a while. But Jacoby Myers is a very, very, very safe flex play. He's pretty much always going to be a low-end wide receiver 2 / high to mid wide receiver 3 for fantasy football, a little bit higher for PPR. But if he can somehow start finding the end zone, which has kind of been the story of Jacoby Myers these past few years, which he did find the end zone this past week, if he can do that fairly consistently, he will be very, very good with how much he's targeted. He actually had a 38% target share this past week, which is incredible. If he can keep that up, that would be great. Obviously, probably not at the 38% mark, but if it comes down to like 25 to 30% target share, that's still amazing. And that is amazing. That is amazing, especially for a very, very safe floor player like Jacoby Myers. He's probably not going to get you those ceiling games that are going to win you a week for fantasy football, but he's one of the most safe options out there. And so pick up Jacoby Myers because he's very, very safe. The next guy on this list is another running back, and it's Eno Benjamin of the Arizona Cardinals. Now, James Conner, as we know, and it's very unfortunate, but James Conner does have an injury history, and he is fairly injury prone to say at this point. It's unfortunate because I don't like to give players the injury prone label, but it's become a pattern at this point with James Conner, as much as I hate to say it. And James Conner just suffered another injury. It's possible that he still does play this upcoming week. If he does end up missing this game, Eno Benjamin is a start. And I would pick up Eno Benjamin. As of right now, he's only 11% rostered in Yahoo leagues. He's going to be on a solid offense, going to be the lead back for this team. I think he's already been getting work. With Conner in the game, he's already been getting work. And if Conner misses, then he, in my opinion, is a must start in the flex. Or he'd be a solid RB2 probably in your flex, because obviously you'd be picking up Eno Benjamin off waivers. So you stick him right into your flex. He'll give you a nice week. He's going to have some volume, going to be getting some targets. So I think Eno Benjamin is a pickup this week. And now for a tight end, because as you guys know, the tight end position for fantasy football is it's just not good at all. It's really just not good at all. And I have Hayden Hurst of the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, Hayden Hurst, his target share and his targets has actually been rising the last few weeks, and he found the end zone this week against his former team, the Ravens. And I think of all the tight end options out there on waiver wires, I would probably roll with Hayden Hurst right now. He's going to be getting targeted. He's in a high-powered offense. With T. Higgins a little bit banged up right now, I think that also opens the door for a little bit more opportunity for Hayden Hurst, as we just saw this past week against Baltimore. And with how bad tight ends are, Hayden Hurst is going to be, he's been pretty consistent this season. He's been pretty consistent. And if he can just continue to put up those like 7-8 point performances here and there, get into the double digits if he scores a touchdown, like Hayden Hurst is a solid tight end option for you at this point, especially with the wasteland at the tight end position. And he's only 30% rostered in Yahoo leagues right now. So now I'm going to briefly go over these next two guys because I feel like I've already mentioned these guys in a couple of my waiver wire videos. One of them is Isaiah Mckenzie, the slot receiver for the Buffalo Bills. Isaiah Mckenzie, he's been consistent this season. Obviously, he's on a very, very, very good offense. And with Jamison Crowder missing a little bit of time, with him being banged up, it's opened up some more opportunity for Isaiah Mckenzie. And if that opportunity continues to grow, I am going to be all in on Isaiah Mckenzie, strictly for the fact that he plays for Josh Allen. And this team, the Buffalo Bills, does not run the football no matter what. No matter how much they're up, they could be blowing the team out. They could literally be steamrolling the team that they're playing against, and they're not even going to run the ball to try to kill clock. They're still going to let Josh Allen throw the ball around. And so Isaiah Mckenzie, being the slot wide receiver attached to Josh Allen, with how high-powered this offense is, with his snap share and his targets per game going up and up and up, Isaiah Mckenzie is a very good player for fantasy football at this point. I probably wouldn't start him just yet, but a little just to add him to your bench, keep an eye on him, stash him for a little bit. I think Isaiah Mckenzie is worth it. And the last guy of this video is another player that I mentioned, I believe, in last week's video, and it's Rondell Moore, another slot receiver. Rondell Moore has produced last week. He had a really good game last week, and you're probably thinking DeAndre Hopkins is coming back, and so that could possibly hurt Rondell Moore. But I don't think it is going to. I probably think it won't even hurt really Hollywood Brown that much. I think the guys who are going to get hurt by this are like AJ Green, Greg Dortch, maybe Zach Ertz might get hurt by Hopkins coming back. But I feel like Hopkins, with how he's been used on the Cardinals ever since he got traded to the Cardinals, Hopkins has always been on the left side, running like this, the same route tree, like not really far distance routes, just kind of just a little route bush over here. It's not even really a route tree. It's just these little routes over here on the left side. And I believe Hollywood Brown is going to be used more as a deep threat when Hopkins comes back, because Hollywood has been used more so in that route bush over here on the left, as I'm calling it. I think Hollywood's going to be used more as a deep threat once Hopkins come back to try to take the top off the defense. And Rondell Moore is going to stay in his usual slot role. And I think those three are going to complement each other perfectly once they're all back on the field together. And this offense should start to get better once Hopkins comes back. The field is going to be a lot more open just with the gravity of Hopkins. And if you have the gravity of Hopkins over here, the deep threat, the deep ability of Marquise Brown over here, Rondell Moore in the slot is going to be very sneaky. Very, very, very sneaky. And we've seen that he has trust with Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray is going to start getting back to his usual self as the season progresses and as he gets his number one target back. So that's going to be it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys go down below, like this video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to ENT Basketball if you are interested, because ENT Basketball, man, we're going to be dropping some bangers for you guys. We're going to be dropping some bangers. And also, comment down below. Comment if you have any players that you're picking up in fantasy football this week, or if you put out a waiver claim for anybody. Thank you guys so much, and I'm out of here.